My name is Bryce Dixon, and I'm an independent member of the Northern Ireland Policing Board. If you find yourself in police custody, wouldn't you want someone to check on your welfare? Over 1,000 times in the last year, volunteers from the community have taken time out from their jobs and responsibilities to make random, unannounced visits to police stations to see how people being held in custody are being treated. These volunteers are known as custody visitors, and they carry out the visits on behalf of the policing board. Their aim is to evaluate the conditions of those being held and if they have access to their rights and entitlements. This gives the board a truly independent picture of how well custody suites are operated and where, if necessary, the PSNI can make improvements. Custody visitors work completely independently and voluntarily. They give up their time to ensure that those in custody are being treated properly and are having access to their rights in line with human rights principles.
I'm very interested in upholding people's human rights, so getting involved in custody visiting seemed right up my street. Also, it's a really practical way to make a contribution. You can see the results of the work you do. It's up to us when we make the visits. We arrive unannounced at the police station, are brought to the custody suite where we introduce ourselves to the detainee and ask if we can evaluate the conditions they're being held in. We will have no idea who the detainee is or what they're being held for, and it's not relevant, as we are there purely to make sure they have access to their rights. I have never encountered any difficulties or felt threatening doing this work. People tend to engage well and seem reassured that someone is interested in their welfare when they're in custody. I would say to anyone with even a little bit of interest, go ahead and have a go. You never know what you might learn.
As a former custody visitor myself, I know firsthand how rewarding this unique role is and how it ensures the rights of those held in custody are being met.
I spend about a couple of hours every week as a custody visitor. It fits in easily with my work and home life, and yet I get the chance to make an impact on someone else's life. Many people in custody feel isolated, afraid, and they may be in the dark about what's going to happen to them. We chat to people who are detained to find out whether they feel they've been looked after okay while they've been at the police station. We also have a wee look around the custody suite just to check if their environment's okay. We'll check on basic things like the toilets and drinking water and check that they're working okay. I feel that all people in our society, and that includes people who are in custody, deserve the basic human right to be treated in a fair and dignified way. After all, if you find yourself in custody, wouldn't you want someone to check on your welfare?
We are looking for new volunteers to join the scheme. No experience is necessary, as full training is provided. If you think this is something you would like to become involved in, you can find out more on the Policing Board's website, nipolicingboard.org.uk, our Facebook page at facebook.com/policingboard, or by contacting the scheme administrator on 028 9040 8526.